It's sloshing time. We grab our usual lineup of LCB Mersault and Spice and Clad for 20% damage reduction, alongside Think Tank Honglu and the E.G.O for potentially 50% more damage. And soon you will notice that I had to edit these fights way more than any other run so far. Sloshing, as bearable as she was to clear it, suffers from the same issue some tank IDs tend to have. It takes so long to not only get the run going, because we did need to get a bit lucky, but just the damage output and how long it takes her to get enough skill coins to actually do anything. Now, let's talk about Sloshmel. Since she is a tremor unit, I will omit mentioning Tremor Burst much, as without E.G.O gifts, it is practically just a base boosted sound effect when you hit, which at the very least keeps morales high, unlike Sloshmel, which is based on an enemy with morales buff, but didn't get it herself. But regardless, with me coping out of the way, let's quickly go through her skills. And trust me, it will be quick. There is nothing impressive. Her skill 1 is 1 coin blunt attack that deals no damage. Her skill 2 is 2 coins blunt attack that does a little bit of damage. And her skill 3 is a 1 coin blunt attack that is the only move she can somehow clash reliably. The general strategy I'll be using is guard some more, then guard a little bit extra so our passive activates the 10% max health shield each turn, and that will be majority of the fights. This run was extremely boring, and the fact that I managed to reduce this almost 3-hour run to as little time as it actually is genuinely surprises me. But to be fair, since I do cut out all the Pekatula fights after the first one, and for some reason this mirror dungeon has been absolutely infested with Pekatulas, that explains it partially at least. Fun fact, for you, not for me, this is the second time I recorded Sloshmel run. On the first run I forgot to mute my desktop sounds, which would force me to mute all the sounds, which would be extremely cringe. Thankfully, unlike the last run, I got more interesting boss than drifting fox for limp-billionth time in a row. Seriously guys, I don't know, the fox is just haunting me lately. I've said he's easy and he's just kinda proving my point lately. But let's quickly go over the run, because we are almost at floor 3 already, and it only goes faster from this point onward. After first battle in floor 1 we managed to claim double event node back to back, giving us not only much needed damage boost in form of Sun Shower, but also very consistent and reliable healing in form of Lithograph. Our floor 1 boss reward was Green Spirit, which applies Tremor on enemies. Not that Tremor does anything still. But hallelujah, in our first shop we got Zippo Lighter for much needed E.G.O resources. And since every fight takes like at least 10 turns, it will be extremely valuable, even without stalling for extra turns on purpose. We also got Melty Eyeball from the shop, which actually gives purpose to Tremor Burst. Yippee! We made Tremor Burst even more useful by recruiting Molar Yisang, as well as tagging LCB Heathcliff and LCB Gregor for more damage and some extra healing respectively. Across floor 2 we managed to get Disc Fragment, which will ever so slightly help us to get some resources back whenever we use our E.G.O, as well as Prejudice, which will do absolutely nothing for us. And with our floor 3 boss being just 2 Inquisitors, we switch our Sin resistances with Ardor, and bonk them with Slosh till they die. From floor 4 shop we get Phantom Pain, as we can never say no to more damage. as well as bring LCV Dawn with us for some extra damage from Uncorroded Ardor. As we moved through floor 4, there's only one non-Pekatula fight, which we promptly incinerate, while we manage to loot Today's Expression and Coffee and Cranes from another twin Pekatula nodes, as well as Lobotomy packed from a very trustworthy looking doctor. And our floor 4 boss is everyone's favorite Railway 2 boss, so that no one will cry. Reminding me that Red Sheet Sinclair is an identity I'll need to eventually clear. But in all fairness, it's a very long and boring fight, where we cannot really outclash him, so we defend what we can and try to dish out as much damage. Thankfully, at this point, everyone knows how this boss works, since you have to bash your head against the wall full of talismans in Railway. So I'll use this time to tell you to subscribe, leave a comment. Seriously, I need it. My sanity is rapidly declining, those runs are taking the toll, and there's only more to come. Next run is most likely Rose Spanner Mersault, and if I'm good enough, Red Sheet Sinclair. Worst case scenario, if I struggle too much, I'll just shove a K-Corp home glue for the sake of an easy run, just like I did with Foxcliff. Also, now that we know about the one mirror dungeon replacing MD1 and 2 in Season 3, I have more motivation to make sure this season units are all cleared. And hopefully I get to do a little tier list on how do I think all of them did, where I can just talk about experiences I had while running them. I do usually record my runs while streaming on Discord, so if you want to join me and get yelled at for backseat gaming while I listen to Gone Angels on loop, link in the description. But for now, that's enough shilling. Enjoy this boss fight, and if you don't, just skip to 7.5 minutes. I won't blame you. As we rip through the talismans, we grab Ashes to Ashes for the lack of better gift, and buy Midwinter's Nightmare, since it's actually pretty strong E.G.O gift on many boss fights, allowing us to deal extra flat sanity damage. We grab couple of extra gifts, with the most notable being Wound Cleric and Nebulizer. And as the floor passes quickly, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoy.